Hello everybody, and welcome back to World Conquer 3. So obviously it's been a little while since I've been on, well, I just haven't been on. Kinda got lazy. So, last time we left off, we basically finished off the rest of China, began taking over what was left of, what is Britain in Asia, took over India, and right now we're kind of fighting off America, Canada, and we're slowly sort of expanding into Russia. Not really, though. Okay. So, as you can see, I'm fighting off America, Australia. Australia is my next big target, as well as the small British cities here. And since Russia isn't a super big problem right now, even though I might want to move against them to help Germany. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I might need to. Germany's getting their butt whooped. Yeah, okay. I think that may actually be our next choice. Because I did want to kind of try and get into Alaska to hopefully sweep across Canada and into the US, but that might not be possible now if I have to go save the West, since all those units over there, if they manage to get through Germany without taking huge losses, would pretty much be able to just kind of destroy me. Just come and attack me on two fronts, which would suck. Although, I do have a pretty decent economy. Anyway, moving forward, let's continue on with what we've been doing. Gotta start getting units ready to move into other places like Australia. Just gotta get ready for a sea invasion. Yeah, as you can see, we just took Mumbai before we left, and for some odd reason Australia captured one of India's ports, but that's okay. I'm considering whether I want to build some ships to combat the British, but I don't at the same time, since they have the majority of ships here, and fighting them with just tier 1 ships would be kind of annoying. Especially since my submarines wouldn't get a bonus against those destroyers. But nonetheless. You know, I wish I could move these guys out, but that's okay. Yeah, currently I want to get rid of this navy, and I want to sweep hopefully through Singapore, Jakarta, hopefully capture Port Moresby, and take out Australia quickly. Because that would be my southern flank secured. Okay. Let's see here. I think we may be ready to move on to the next turn. Here, we'll get this guy from down here. And we'll instead spawn some light infantry just to keep the city from falling due to bombardment. And you know what? I think Bangkok maybe use some bombers. Yeah, why not? See if we can't hit them a little bit. There we go, much better. That should hopefully keep some pressure off this. Next turn. Yep. Okay. Yes, my troops are there. There we go. And we'll continue the fight against the Americans. Move you away so you're not hurt. Bam. Gone. No, nothing to hit. Sad. Oh, we can begin bombarding the American coast. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, Australia is pretty much done. In terms of their navy, they have a single battleship, but it's not amazing. Yeah, the guy's not super amazing. So, we should be able to take them down pretty decently. Oh, not with much loss. Okay. Get some artillery over there, hopefully, to fight them. Infantry units just as shields. You need to heal. This is what I really need, is artillery to hope just bombard them from afar. Especially since they deal decreased damage to land units, which gives me a huge bonus. Now, I do want to bring this commander since he basically became amazing ever since, well, he's been in the thick of most of the fighting. But I think we'll leave him for a little bit to heal. We'll probably move him up to New Delhi, that way he gets faster heal. Right now, I just want to bring more units down. I'm considering just straight up bombing Singapore, because that would allow me to kind of island hop. Yeah, no, I would be able to get to Jakarta, and after that, that would get rid of the British holdings in Asia, which would basically keep them out of the fight. There would be no more British reinforcement, but after that... See, but that is really expensive to do. I definitely don't have the resources right now to do it. Right now I just need to keep kind of fighting them, and I'm definitely not going to attack the battleship. You know, I think we will spawn a submarine to go attack it, just because it's kind of a pain having that there. Some units healing, units occupying. You know, I think this unit's going to come over and capture that port. And then hopefully that one if possible. And maybe the oil. At that point, it's not much of a problem. I do want to sweep up through America, though. I don't know. Hopefully we can. Okay, I think we're ready to move on to the next turn. Let's see. You know, I think we'll get this guy in the water, just because he can bombard this. Hopefully, without taking extreme losses. Okay. So he's going to begin moving over to begin attacking. Oh, that's bad. There we go. Alright, take out this infantry, that way they don't get onto land. That would be kind of tragic if they did. Oh, nice little commander to eat up real quick. I think this just basic... Yeah, this basic aircraft carrier will begin bombing Hawaii, but other than that, I want everything else to start working its way towards the American coast. Just to kind of keep them suppressed, whittle away defenses. Bang. Yeah, so that should definitely help us out, and I think you could begin moving towards Hawaii, just 2 weaker units. And after I do capture America and Canada, Alaska, and such, I want to move through Mexico, at least just capturing their city. That way I automatically annex all the territory just because it's a nice little boost. And it gives me some more areas to work out of, like Fortaleza or Fortaleza would be nice because it gives me a nice foothold to bounce into Africa to hopefully help out there. Although Italy's actually doing a pretty decent job. They're on the path to be able to they're actually just about to capture Alexandria. And Algiers has been attacked. Yeah, Spain is definitely losing. They've lost a city. Madrid's under siege. It's not looking good for them. Neither Germany. Germany's also taking big hits. It kind of... See, this is the one thing I don't like always about this game, is kind of the huge kind of chance. Especially since every country really doesn't have to worry as much. France is actually not entirely impossible to play as, just because you know that Germany's coming from part 1. And you can basically do a huge, just kind of production campaign, especially if you have the support of the British behind you. Since you're not, like, in distraught, like France was at the time, and you're not in kind of economical depression. So, you know, it kind of makes... It's not like it gives it an automatic win, It's not like it just automatically gives the game away, and it's not like it's a huge handicap for you. It's just like a nice little... It's definitely a nice boost. I'll say that much. You definitely get some boosts out. Oh my god, they did capture Bangkok, you jerks. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. I'm gonna have to put some units into this now. You'll be able to move into it. Man, I don't have any guys with... Okay, good. I hate when that happens. When you move away from a city and then automatically everything else attacks it. I've had that happen before. I didn't actually know you could do that because I didn't really know how the health of cities worked in the beginning. So I assumed once you captured a city, it just automatically replenished its health. I didn't know it stayed low. So most of my cities I captured, I immediately moved out of and went on. Which meant that many countries, like I played as Germany the first time, and I mean, Britain basically just kept landing paratroopers over and over in my cities I captured. And as they slowly whittled down my cities, eventually they started taking a bunch of damage too. And then they just got captured magically. I was like, oh, okay. I was super confused what was going on. But I figured out how it worked eventually. Still kind of frustrating though when you have that happen, just because it's kind of annoying to have happen. Okay. You two I want moving towards Australia. You need to capture the rest of the little territory just so America doesn't build any little pesky things like fortifications. I think we're ready for the next turn. Alright, moving on. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of troops moving through the British Isles and such, and basically Germany's probably screwed. I want to get this guy in the water also. I don't know why I'm so late on doing that. Oh, you're in a really annoying position. Stay next to that coastal artillery. I don't want to attack it. Alright, let's see here. I think we'll have you bombard it just because you can hit both. There we go, and you automatically get no retaliation. And I think we'll have you guys just attack the small island just to get rid of the artillery, which will make unit movement a lot easier. Let's continue to bombard the coast. There, get these guys close enough that they can easily hit it. And I don't think America will put like huge amounts of resources into bombarding me back, just because I doubt they would need to. There's really no motivation for them to. Okay, time to engage this destroyer. Shouldn't be much trouble. It's just a little destroyer against 2 commanded battleships, so pretty heavy opposition for it. I want to get one of these artilleries down to hopefully... Oop, that was a mistake. To hopefully support the attack on Singapore, since we'll probably need it. I don't know entirely. Yeah, let's get a submarine there, just because that's like the perfect position for it. Okay, keep moving infantry forward. That sub, I hope does not get attacked. This one I'm just going to have capture the port since it's so damaged. More units moving into sea. Hopefully preparing for a successful invasion of the British Indonesia, which is kind of interesting since Britain didn't own Indonesia. That was owned by the Netherlands, which is currently under British occupation. Belgium exists as a little one-city piece with literally one tile, which is kind of interesting. I've always found in games that these small little countries like that just tend to get stormed over by their allies, especially larger ones. Like, especially Netherlands and Belgium. If they get taken by Germany, they'll basically get... It's basically just free cities for Britain at that point, if Britain can play its cards right. Her cards right. Since France is usually kind of destroyed, which usually just leaves Britain. Just like Norway usually falls, and Denmark is usually the first to fall, I found. Sometimes, depending. Just because of the naval units Germany has to fight with. Russia took over Finland really quick, which is kind of interesting. I think this city swapping is really weird. Look at that. Leningrad is taken over, but Riga isn't. Anyway, I think this is all for this episode because I believe we are hitting our time limit. Goodbye, everybody, and I'll see you later.